You've been told that the $9 cold press bottle in the refrigerated section of your health food store is cutting-edge wellness science. Here is what nobody in that industry wants you to know. Every juice on that shelf is a distant, commercially processed imitation of something God already designed, already named, and already prescribed in detail thousands of years before the first juice bar opened its doors. The juices documented in biblical scripture were not recipes. They were medicine. Pressed, fermented, infused, and consumed by people who had spent generations observing exactly what happened to the body when they drank them. And the clinical research community, running controlled trials with modern equipment and peer-reviewed methodology, keeps arriving at the same conclusion. Ancient people knew precisely what they were doing. Today we are walking through 10 juices that appear directly in biblical text and showing you with real science why each one is a healing powerhouse that most of the modern world has completely forgotten. Stay with me through this entire list because number 3 was the subject of a landmark clinical trial published in a peer-reviewed cardiology journal that found it reduced arterial plaque thickness by up to 30% in 1 year. 30% in a single year using a juice pressed from a fruit that decorated the pillars of Solomon's temple. And number 7 is a juice that Roman soldiers drink every single day on military campaign that appears at the crucifixion of Jesus in John 19:29 and that modern microbiologists have confirmed kills multiple strains of drug-resistant bacteria on contact. A daily soldier's ration that turns out to be one of the most effective natural antimicrobial liquids ever documented. Let us get into it. Number 10. Date palm juice. The date palm is referenced more times across biblical and ancient Middle Eastern scripture than almost any other fruit-bearing tree, and it was not celebrated because it was beautiful. It was celebrated because it kept people alive in some of the most brutal conditions on earth. In the ancient Levant, date palm sap was tapped and drunk, fresh or allowed to ferment, into a nutrient-rich beverage that provided rapid energy, hydration, and a meaningful dose of potassium, magnesium, and B vitamins in a single serving. The book of Joel references the vine and the fig tree and describes the land of abundance in terms of its flowing date-rich harvests. Fresh date juice contains natural fructose and glucose in a ratio the body absorbs efficiently, along with fiber-bound sugars that prevent the sharp glycemic spike of refined sweeteners. Clinical research on date palm consumption has found something remarkable. Multiple controlled trials have shown that women who consumed dates regularly in the final weeks of pregnancy experienced significantly shorter labor durations and better cervical outcomes at admission. The same midwives who pressed date sap across the ancient Near East were prescribing it for exactly this reason. Modern obstetrics is only now catching up. This was not a trendy wellness drink. This was a survival beverage with a clinical record stretching back 4,000 years. Number 9. Fig juice and fig water. In 1 Samuel 38:11-12, a man collapsed in the desert, near death from hunger, thirst, and 3 days without food, is revived with water and a pressed cake of figs. He ate and was revived. That is the biblical record. Not treated. Not stabilized. Revived. The pressed fig and the liquid extracted from it was considered in the ancient world to be one of the fastest recovery foods available to a depleted body. And the modern nutritional profile of figs confirms exactly why. Figs are one of the highest plant sources of calcium available, delivering meaningful amounts per serving alongside potassium, magnesium, iron, and polyphenolic antioxidants. Research published in nutritional biochemistry journals has confirmed that fig leaf extract in particular contains compounds that directly lower blood glucose by improving cellular glucose uptake, with one clinical study in diabetes research and clinical practice finding that fig leaf tea consumed at breakfast significantly reduced post-meal insulin requirements in type 1 diabetic patients. The juice of figs pressed into water, consumed as a restorative drink, delivers those same bioactive compounds in their most absorbable form. Isaiah 38:21 contains another remarkable moment when the prophet Isaiah prescribes a preparation of figs applied to King Hezekiah's illness, and the king recovers. The ancient physicians who pressed figs were working with one of the most pharmacologically active fruits in the scriptural record. Number 8. Aloe vera juice. John 19:39 records that Nicodemus brought approximately 75 pounds of myrrh and aloes to prepare the body of Jesus after the crucifixion. That quantity in today's market would represent a commodity valued at over $200,000. You do not bring that much of something to a burial preparation unless you have spent a lifetime understanding its therapeutic value. Aloe vera was consumed internally as a juice in ancient medicine long before it became a modern skincare ingredient. Multiple lines of ancient herbal records, including Egyptian medical papyri, document aloe gel juice as a treatment for digestive and inflammatory complaints. A 2015 study published in the Journal of Traditional Chinese Medicine found that aloe vera syrup was as effective as commonly prescribed antacid medications in reducing symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease with fewer side effects. Separate research has confirmed that aloe vera juice contains acemannan, a bioactive polysaccharide that stimulates immune cell activity, supports gut mucosal healing, and has demonstrated antiviral properties in laboratory assays. The people who carried 75 pounds of aloes to a burial understood the depth of what they had. Most people squeezing a tube of green gel onto a sunburn have no idea they are touching the same plant. Number 7. Vinegar, water, and wine vinegar. Ruth 2014 records Boaz specifically offering Ruth bread dipped in vinegar at harvest time. Numbers 6003 references wine vinegar as part of the Nazirite Code. And in John 19:29, a sponge soaked in vinegar is lifted to Jesus on a stalk of hyssop as a final act of physical care. The Roman military drink called posca, a mixture of sour wine vinegar and water consumed daily by legions for over 300 years, was the standard field hydration beverage of the ancient world's most organized military force. Historians who study Roman military logistics have noted that posca persisted as a daily ration, precisely because soldiers who drank it had significantly lower rates of gastrointestinal disease than those drinking untreated local water. Modern microbiology confirms exactly why. The acetic acid concentration in wine vinegar kills E. coli, salmonella, and multiple other waterborne pathogens with a speed and efficiency that makes it genuinely effective as a natural antimicrobial. A 2004 study published in Diabetes Care found that consuming 2 tablespoons of vinegar before a high-carbohydrate meal reduced post-meal blood glucose by up to 34%. Soldiers who drank vinegar water were protecting themselves from infection and modulating their blood sugar simultaneously across 3 centuries of military campaign without any of the clinical vocabulary to explain why it was working. Number 6. Olive juice and pressed olive water. Olive oil is referenced over 140 times in biblical scripture, and the first pressed liquid extracted from the olive, including the unrefined oily water that separates from the first pressing, was consumed medicinally in the ancient world in ways that modern nutrition science has spent decades validating. The Good Samaritan in Luke 10:34 pours olive oil directly into open wounds, an act that was the standard medical protocol of the era. Internally, olive oil taken as a liquid provides oleocanthal, the polyphenol that operates through the same anti-inflammatory biochemical pathway as ibuprofen, inhibiting both COX-1 and COX-2 enzymes without the side effect profile of pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories. The PRE-DME trial, one of the largest dietary clinical trials ever conducted involving over 7,000 participants, found that a diet centered on extra virgin olive oil reduced major cardiovascular events by 30% compared to a low-fat control. Chronic low-grade inflammation is the confirmed underlying driver of most modern chronic disease. A daily liquid that reduces it at the cellular level without side effects is not a small finding. It is the entire story. Number 5. Grape juice. Genesis records that one of the first things Noah did after the flood was plant a vineyard. The vine appears throughout Scripture as the central symbol of abundance and provision. In 1 Timothy 5:23, Paul instructs Timothy to use a little wine for his stomach and his frequent infirmities, and historians and classical scholars now confirm that the Greek word ainos, used in this passage, referred to grape juice in all its forms, fermented and unfermented. The medicinal properties in grape juice, as Paul's physician colleague Luke well understood, are not in the alcohol, they are in the grape itself. Resveratrol, concentrated in the skins of red grapes, has been the subject of over 5,000 peer-reviewed studies examining its antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, cardioprotective, and anti-aging properties. A study at the University of Ottawa found a clear link between grape juice consumption and lower rates of heart disease. Resveratrol activates the SIRT1 longevity pathway, the same cellular mechanism that has driven $1 billion of pharmaceutical research into aging intervention. The ancient physicians who prescribed grape juice for stomach complaints and general infirmity were delivering one of the most bioavailable anti-inflammatory plant compounds on Earth in its most natural form. Number 4. Honey water and honey tonic. Proverbs 24:13 states directly, "Eat honey, for it is good." And the ancient world did not just eat it. Honey dissolved in water was consumed as a morning tonic, a wound treatment, a throat preparation, and a digestive remedy across every civilization that had access to a beehive. The combination of raw honey and water creates a beverage with documented antibacterial activity against over 60 species of bacteria, including strains resistant to conventional antibiotics, as confirmed in a study published in the Asian Pacific Journal of Tropical Biomedicine. Raw honey contains hydrogen peroxide, methyl glyoxal, and a spectrum of antioxidant polyphenols, including pinostrobin, pinocyprin, and chrysin. The critical distinction, the one that changes everything, is raw and unfiltered. Commercial honey heated to high temperatures for shelf life and clarity has its enzyme activity largely destroyed. What the ancient world was drinking was a functionally alive antimicrobial liquid. Archaeologists have recovered 30,000-year-old honey from Egyptian tombs that was still edible. There is no other food substance on Earth with that kind of biological stability. The people who stored it understood what they had in a way that most modern honey buyers do not. Number 3. Pomegranate juice. Here is where we need to slow down, because the clinical evidence on pomegranate juice is unlike almost anything else in the nutritional research world. In the Song of Solomon 8:2, spiced pomegranate wine is offered as the drink of intimate celebration. The pillars of Solomon's temple were decorated with 200 carved pomegranates. This was not decoration. Pomegranates were symbols of the highest medical and spiritual values simultaneously, and now the research community has spent decades confirming exactly why. A landmark clinical study led by Dr. Michael Avaram and published in the journal Clinical Nutrition followed patients with severe carotid artery stenosis who consumed 50 milliliters of pomegranate juice daily for 1 year. The results were jaw-dropping. The control group showed a 9% increase in arterial plaque thickness over the year. The pomegranate group showed a reduction of up to 30%. A meta-analysis of 22 randomized controlled trials published in Phytotherapy Research found that pomegranate consumption significantly reduced systolic blood pressure by nearly 8 millimeters of mercury across the pooled study population. Separate research confirmed that pomegranate juice directly inhibits ACE, the same enzyme that the most widely prescribed blood pressure drugs in the world target. A fruit pressed into a juice, consumed daily in scripture as a luxury and a medicine, is now one of the most cardiovascular validated plant beverages in the clinical literature. The ancient world was not being poetic about this fruit. It was paying attention with the precision of a physician. Number 2. Hyssop tea and hyssop infusion. Psalm 51,007 contains one of the most famous lines in the Psalter, "Purge me with hyssop and I shall be clean." In Leviticus 14, hyssop branches were used in purification rituals for the restoration of health. In John 19:29, hyssop is the vehicle that delivers vinegar to the lips of Jesus on the cross. The plant identified by most botanical researchers as biblical hyssop is Oreganum syriacum, Syrian oregano, and its water infusion, steeped and consumed as a therapeutic liquid, contains thymol and carvacrol, 2 aromatic phenolic compounds with some of the most thoroughly documented antimicrobial properties in the botanical world. A comprehensive review published in the International Journal of Food Microbiology confirms their activity against E. coli, Salmonella, and Staphylococcus aureus. A research study published in 2003 demonstrated that hyssop extract showed measurable utility in managing hyperglycemia. Hyssop tea was historically brewed and sweetened with honey, specifically for respiratory infections, stomach ulcers, and throat inflammation. The ancient world built purification ritual around this plant because they had already observed its power to cleanse infection from the body. The scripture was simply recording what the clinical record now confirms. Number 1. Living water with lemon and honey. The most powerful biblical juice formula is not a single ingredient from a single tree. It is a preparation that the ancient world constructed deliberately, combining the substances we have walked through today in the way that healers across the Fertile Crescent understood them to work together. Fresh pressed lemon juice, raw honey, and clean water, taken first thing in the morning before food, was the ancient equivalent of what modern functional medicine practitioners now call a liver and immune activation protocol. The lemon provides vitamin C and citric acid that stimulates bile secretion and activates liver detoxification pathways. The raw honey delivers hydrogen peroxide generating enzymes, prebiotic oligosaccharides, and polyphenolic antioxidants. The water completes the vehicle that delivers all of it into a fasted, primed digestive system. John 4 describes living water as the source of life itself. The ancient healers who combined these elements were not performing ritual. They were applying the accumulated therapeutic knowledge of generations in a single morning cup. Each individual component has been validated independently in peer-reviewed research. Together they constitute the simplest, most accessible, and most scripturally grounded healing protocol available to anyone with a garden and a beehive. Here is the single conclusion this entire list points to. Not one of these juices required a manufacturing facility. Not one required a synthetic additive, a flavor stabilizer, or a refrigerated distribution chain. Every benefit we walked through today, the arterial protection in pomegranate, the blood sugar control in vinegar, the antimicrobial power of honey, the immune activation in hyssop, all of it was identified by people who pressed fruit, steeped herbs, and watched what happened to the body when they drank the result. They did not have clinical trials. They had something arguably more powerful. They had thousands of generations of accumulated direct human observation, and they built entire civilizations and entire religious traditions around what they saw. Modern science did not discover any of this. It confirmed it, and it keeps confirming it every single year with better instruments and more rigorous methodology. The gap between what heals you and what the beverage industry is currently selling you has never been wider. Pick 2 juices from this list. Source the highest quality ingredients you can find. Press them fresh and drink them the way they were always intended, daily, consistently, as food rather than supplement. And then pay attention the way the ancient world paid attention. Drop a comment below and tell me which juice surprised you most. Was it the pomegranate that reversed arterial plaque by 30% in a published clinical trial? The vinegar water that protected Roman armies for 300 years? Or the honey tonic with 3,000-year-old antibacterial activity found in an Egyptian tomb? I read every single comment on this channel. If you are not subscribed, hit that button now and ring the notification bell. We post every week and we are just getting started. The next video goes even deeper. You do not want to miss it. See you there.